She held my chin in place with her thumb and index knuckle. I watched as her eyes gazed on my lips. I couldn't help but fall in love with her, a little more, with every stitch, which revealed an intense concentration that I'm not ashamed to admit, as long as the focus was on me. Periodically, she would stick her tongue out playfully from the side, and sometimes she pursed her lips, releasing the tension by biting down soothingly at the same time. I know I made her nervous, as I stayed in control. I studied every fiber of her being as she would squint in order to get a better look at what was to behold. I know she didn't mean to, but I'd lose my breath when she would tilt her chin to the sides. I could taste her perfume when she would inch her face next to mine. But I loathed the temperature dropping for every millimeter of her that pulled away, even though I knew it was just so she could see what I'd look like from far away. And no matter what, isolated together or not, in that cold, dark, damp room that no one ever dared to go to, I noticed that she never let her cradling fingers off my chin. She acts like she doesn't even notice, or that she even cares. But I knew she was impressed, that despite the blood dripping to the floor past these newly punctured holes, that despite the mess of the blood dripping down my neck, she was impressed. But the only thing I showed was a single tear that fell from the corner of my eye, calmly running down my cheek and past these thoughtfully placed stitches. My lips were stained red, weaved in cross stitches of thick black thread. And from what we could see, could you believe that single tear is the only thing that came out of me? 'Cause come on, that shit stings. But hey, I held my own, it held my lips in place, and she's the only woman that I would take a rusty needle for over and over again. Finally, time had come. She was done. I could tell by the way she examined her stitch job, exhausted. And by the way she slowly sat back, simultaneously sifting her hand through my hair, running her fingers towards my left ear, stopping momentarily to caress my cheek. Despite what I look like, she always saw something in me. I'll never forget the way she sunk back into that red velvet couch with the saddest smile and the most heartbreaking watery eyes. Her last words to me were, "You sure know how to keep a secret." And she got up to her feet to leave, as if it were me that asked her to do this to my lips, as if it was all my idea, as if this was all I ever wanted. And now that I think about it, maybe it is all my fault. I turned back to look at her walk towards the door, no words, but feeling so goddamn shitty, and not because of these pierced lips, because I fully knew I deserved to lose her again. We both knew that a woman like that doesn't deserve to be a secret. And life doesn't deliver this gift onto your lap twice. And if I really did beat myself up when she left the first time, I have no doubt that I would never be able to forgive myself when I lose her for the rest of my life.